Hey everyone, Lisa here. I hope you're all doing well. And hopefully, if you're not on with me now, I'll see y'all later in the comments and the little chat below. I wanted to let you know that I'll be doing weekly lives in the group. I'm calling it Wellness at 1, and I know some of you can't make it at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. However, I will also be showing the replay, and you'll also be able to catch it over on my blog post. And of course, without your comments, because this is a private group. So I also want to welcome everyone into the group, all of the new members and all of my former members. I'm re-energizing this group, not just because of the crisis that we're in, but because I've always been in here, but I wanted to make sure that I'm bringing you more live video and more tips and tricks to help you with your wellness. It's very important at this time in our lives, but also it's important anytime in our lives because, as I always say, if we don't feel good in our body, then we're not going to be good in our life or anything that we do, because I know what it's like firsthand to be hurting from the inside out and putting on a happy smiley face. And so nobody knows what's going on. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Lisa M. Pepe, and I put the M in there because there are other Lisa Pepes out there. Believe it or not, I know like two of them, and figured it was easier if I just put my middle name or my middle initial in there, M for Marie. And I am a certified wellness coach. I do have my certification in general wellness coaching. I'm also getting my certification in corporate wellness coaching at this time. And I am a former personal trainer. And for those of you who do know me, I've been into health and fitness and nutrition most of my adult life. And if I didn't have that in my life, I don't know what I would do. So in this wellness, weight, and wisdom group that we have here, go into the member section and see if there's anyone you know. Maybe there's a few people you don't know and people you might want to get to know. And remember, we can always private message each other as well by using the Facebook Messenger feature. And of course, you can comment in any post in here and I'll be answering it. If not at this moment, then as soon as I catch it, or when the live video is finished, I might see some that I didn't see when I was live. And I see that Christine is on with us. So hello, Christine, how are you? And I hope you're doing well and everybody's staying safe. I'm here in the Daytona Beach area, so I'm very happy to be able to look at the water every day. It is a good release for me. But when we talk about our wellness, that is one of the things I'm going to go over today, because I believe in the pillars of wellness, and it's not all about weight, or as I like to call it, it's actually well weight. So when you hear me mention anything about weight loss or anything about weight, it's not a number on the scale. It is our well weight, which is usually a range for every one of us. Believe it or not, I have a well weight range of about 20 pounds. Most of you wouldn't even know it, but I know it. So I know if I go above that 20-pound mark, I'm going to start feeling it, and I might not be liking it. Anyway, so when we talk about the pillars of wellness, I know it's going to sound familiar, but we've always got physical wellness. We've also got mental wellness. And of course, we have some sort of spiritual wellness. And I know that if we don't have all three of these going and balanced at the same time, we can get a little off kilter. Believe me, I know it happens to me. And we just have to focus a little more on that particular area. So when we're talking about the first wellness pillar of physical wellness, this can encompass probably thousands of things. But the things that work for me when I'm talking about physical wellness are, first of all, making sure that I have all of my proper nutrition. I know you've heard me talk about this before, but the foods that we eat today are not nutritionally sound, as we can put it, and they are lacking in quite a few essential vitamins and minerals, things that you wouldn't even think of, like, selenium. Everybody's like, well, what's selenium for? Well, it used to be in our soil and we used to get it in our foods a lot. And as women, especially, we need about 200 milligrams of it a day. And if you're not taking it in your supplement, it could actually throw you off balance. And that's not just the only one. Zinc, you hear a lot about zinc now because of our immune systems. that also was plentiful in our soil. Not so much anymore unless you're growing your own food and eating it fresh out of your garden, which I wish I could. I used to, but I live in a condo and I can grow some little pot plants, not marijuana plants, but some little plants in pots. But maybe some herbs and things like that. But I can't really grow like a garden like I used to have with everything that I would put in a salad or a stir fry. But do the best you can at the grocery store. As long as you're buying whole foods, you're going to get more than the average person. So we want to make sure that on the physical wellness pillar, we have our nutrition in place. And for those of you who are clients with me, or those of you who have a personal wellness challenge session scheduled with me, we go over all of that in my personal coaching sessions. If you're interested in those, head on over to my website at lisampepe.com and check all that out. But for now, make sure you're as nutritionally sound as possible. And I always recommend a really good multiple at the very least. I like to bump everything else up a little bit when I need it. I might take some extra vitamin D, C, zinc, you name it. It depends on what my body needs. And I've gotten pretty good at, figuring that out. But I do that on a one-to-one basis if we're in a coaching session. But I know some of you are very up on all the info yourselves, and you're probably already supplementing with different things. And if you want, you can also get your blood work done very inexpensively to see what you're lacking. I also have a page over there on my website that has a lab you can go through. But your regular doctor will probably run one nowadays if you'd like, and some of your insurance will cover it. So might as well ask and see what you might be deficient in. So it's a very good place to start. So nutritional value in foods to really fill up the bottom of your physical pillar. Then we want to go to eating the right foods and staying away from things that bother you. I know through my hormonal hell, I like to call it. I'm now in my 50s, but when I was in my early 40s, I started reacting to everything. If you're reacting to something, it's causing inflammation. So just try to avoid it for a few weeks and see if you feel better. And I guarantee you probably won't want to eat it once you put it back in your system. So keep nutritionally sound, eat the right foods, stay away from the things that bother your body. And then we want to get to the body movement component. And I do call it body movement a lot because when I mention exercise, some people just cringe. But I call it body movement. We have to stay limber and loose. And I don't care if you walk, run in place, do jumping jacks, whatever you've got to do. You don't have to go to the gym. I mean, some people like to play different sports. I will tell you though, I do know some of my sports players do tend to overuse certain joints and muscles. So I will warn you that if you are a sports fanatic, you also have to balance it out with some other things, maybe some light weights or some other cardio. Like for instance, I used to go to the gym and ride on the elliptical a lot, and now the gyms are closed. So I'm actually walking outside. So it's actually using different little muscles, and I'm really feeling it. And it's actually making a difference. So that whole physical activity, body movement is all part of this physical pillar of wellness that we have to have in place in order to lead I guess, I wouldn't say pain-free, but I can tell you that if I didn't have all of that in place, my inflammation would be higher, my hormones would be more off balance, and I probably would be a lot grumpier because physical activity, we know, lifts up those endorphins, and it really does boost my mood. You can ask my fiance. Just kidding. Hey there, Mike, how are you doing? Hey, this is for the ladies, but hey, tell Heather to get on here and we'll give her some wellness pillar advice as well. So anyway, so we're going to do that. We're going to do the wellness pillar of physical first. So everybody who's listening, do the nutritional and do the exercise, and make sure you're eating what your body needs more of and not eating what your body doesn't want any of, or what you might be allergic to, what you might be sensitive to, okay? So, and this goes for the guys out there too, because as all of you know, I have leaner ladies and leaner lads. So I'll go over that a little bit later. On to the next pillar of wellness, physical, mental. Oh my goodness, are we all going through some really horrific mental wellness issues right now? For those of you who are, please, please, please call your family physician, or I don't know about you, but I have a whole listing of telehealth doctors that do mental wellness, and believe it or not, you can get on there. Your insurance covers it. It can cost you $10 to $20 for a copay, and you can talk to somebody. So don't sit home alone. If you're not in one of my groups, head on over to lisaandpepe.com, get my free gift, get over to my free Facebook group at Facebook Groups Wellness, Weight, Wisdom. And if you're having any feelings of doubt, any depression or depressive feelings, trust me, exercise does help. Get out and walk and eat right. All the nutrition that you're getting in your food will help boost your mood as well. And then call your family physician. They're still open. And I bet you that if you go on your website, if you do have health insurance, you'll see a whole list of telehealth providers. And I'm so glad that they're starting to do this now, because telehealth is so important for those who cannot get out of their home, or maybe don't want to go, out of their house to have a little simple doctor's appointment or a therapy appointment or anything that they have to do that they can do like we're doing right now. So definitely use those resources, and definitely get on there and speak to somebody, because I can tell you, I work at home alone, and sometimes I get up in my head a little bit too much. So our mental health pillar, we have got to take care of that. And like I said, that actually gets helped from our physical pillar, which is exercise, eating right, getting your proper nutrients, and that will help. However, I know some of us and some people, and I know, because being a woman, I know that sometimes we go through some hormonal hell, and I can tell you, ladies and guys, you have it too, so you're not gonna get out of it on this one, trust me. We need some help. We need to talk to somebody, and I really find it beneficial to use the telehealth, or actually some of the groups that I belong to are wonderful. Some of my women's groups, or any groups that you can hook up with on Facebook or wherever you're at, LinkedIn has them too, and get in a group and start talking to people. Get on video like this. It's really not as hard as we think, right, Mark? You know that. Mark knows that. He's like, yep, I'm on video all the time. So if I can help you all out with this, just let me know. Like I said, you can PM me, or you can get on over to my website, lisaandpepe.com, of course, and check me out there. But anyway, pillars, back to the pillars. We're going to do the physical pillar. Now we have the mental pillar. Now we have the spiritual pillar. I don't care what you believe in, but just think about this. As I was walking on the beach today, I thought to myself, well, obviously something bigger than me created all this. I don't have to know what, okay? I am very spiritual. I can feel energy. You might be able to feel energy. Whatever you believe in, whatever religion you are, you know that something bigger is sometimes in control. Or you can tap into that and you can kind of navigate a little bit better. So if you're not religious and you don't like to go to church or anything like that, find yourself a spiritual group. Find yourself like-minded people that allow you to expand your energy out and tap into something bigger than yourself. Because it's obvious. I look out at an ocean every day, and I can tell you that ocean is way bigger than me, and I couldn't have made that myself. So, okay, whatever energy source it came from, whether you believe in God or anything else, it's there. Tap into it. We all know that we can. I know we don't use that ability too often, but get outside in nature. If you have a backyard, get out. Go and look at the plants and the trees, and don't you ever wonder? Well, they just kind of grow. They just kind of do their thing, Well, that's bigger than you are. It's bigger than me. I don't know. I don't know how to tell it to grow. I know how to help it grow, but I don't know how to tell it to grow or not to grow. So it just happens. Mother Nature is wonderful. And just on a side note, I'm so glad she's getting a break right now. My prayers go out to everyone who's affected by this virus. I am saddened by anyone who has family members or friends, and anyone who has passed away from it. but Mother Nature's getting a break, and I hope that we continue to give her a little bit of a break, because Mother Nature is our friend, remember? Without her, we're not here. So just tap into something bigger than you, whatever it is for you, on a spiritual level, an energetic level, a religious level. That is a really good way to stay solid in life, and especially in these times, because they're very trying for all of us, and I understand that. And like I said, I've totally re-energized my women's wellness group. Sorry guys, I'll have one for you later, but the women's wellness group is over on the Facebook groups under Wellness, Weight, Wisdom, and you'll see me in there. You'll probably see Lisa M. Pepe as well. That would be me. I have a page and a personal profile. You can friend me on my personal profile, or just hop on over to my business page. And remember, please keep your pillars strong. If you don't keep your wellness pillars strong, we'll all crumble, and we don't need to crumble, because we all need each other. I need you, you need me, and we all need to be as strong as we can at this time, especially for each other and with what's going on. One other thing for my mental health that I try not to do is watch too much news. And I do research on my own. So if you find yourself, like I've seen people getting angry at the news, turn it off. Please just turn it off. You will save your emotion and your energy, and then just go research it on your own if you have to. I really am a true believer in doing our own due diligence and our own research, because I'm more of a leader, not a follower, and I just find that my mental health is so much better intact, and I am very careful about what I let in nowadays, and I always discern. So I'll take a little bit from here, a little bit from here, a little bit from there, and use your own mind. Be your own leader. Be your own thought leader. That'll help you in your mental pillar so much. Trust me, I know this, because I've been in situations where, I've had people around me that have watched too much of the news or whatever media source they're getting, and you can't get sucked into it too much. I have a 10-minute news limit. Do 10 minutes. That's it. That's good enough. You find out what's going on, and then research a little bit more later, and believe me, you'll save your mental health, because we all need to take a deep breath, okay? So take a breath with me now, okay? Breathe in and breathe out. And if you're near nature, look around. Mother Nature's still doing her thing. We're going to get through this. We're all going to get back to doing our thing. It might not be the same thing, but it could be a better thing. We don't know yet. But if you have fear of the unknown, don't sit home alone. Get involved in some groups. Call friends, call family. My family members and I, we are now doing a Zoom room chat every week or two. And there's 6 or 7 of us now, I think, that are getting on there. Please still connect. Do your physical pillar as well. Do not use this as an excuse to sit home on the couch. Yes, you can have your ice cream and snacks, but please limit them to a treat day, and still don't fall out of the routine of getting some kind of exercise. Do some physical exercise in your living room if you have to. Just get up and do it, okay? Walk in a circle in your living room. If your house is big enough, go up and down the steps. Just do something. Keep your physical pillar strong, keep your mental pillar strong, and keep your spiritual pillar strong, because without those 3 wellness pillars, we will all fall apart. And I pray for every one of you and your family members and anyone who is affected. I think we all are. It doesn't matter. We're all connected in this big scheme of things, right? So we're all affected. And I pray for every one of us and the world every day. And please do the same. Send out positive energy. No matter what it looks like on the surface, stop, regroup, fix your pillars, make sure they're straight, make sure they're solid, and then send some good energy out to the world. Pray for that person, pray for that organization, pray for Mother Nature, pray for the world. Just send some positive energy out. That's all. That's all we have to do. And we can get through this, okay? So I'm really glad that you all were able to join me. I will comment or answer your questions down at the bottom. I can only see one or two on the screen. Facebook keeps changing things up on me, but I'm hoping you're all well and safe. I am praying for every one of you every day from the bottom of my heart. And please let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Okay. And I love you, and get into my groups if you're a lady. And guys, I'll see you on the other side in Facebook on my personal profile, and hopefully I'll be able to see you out and about soon. Okay, so take care, and please, please, please stay safe and healthy. Alrighty, bye-bye for now, everybody. Keep those pillars strong. Bye-bye.